Alright, found a potential curse seed here. It was a recent, at least at the time of the recording of this, maybe not by the time the video comes out, but a recent run that Voyix had done. The title was something along the lines of like a Winged Steel Betrayal. And I don't know anything about the run other than I saw, when I glanced at the end screen, I noticed there was an Alpha Fiend. But in my own playstyle, I would probably not do it. I know Voyix has it is the, maybe not undisputed, but between him and Cranberry, the #1 Alpha Fiend gamer. So, I gotta respect the Alpha Fiend, but I probably will shy away from it if I see it, but obviously we'll play it as if we know zero information about the run. Alright, it is Soulsucker, Ragefell, and Seraph the Chase. Seraph the Chase is always annoying in this combo, usually. You like to see a horn break. Was it? It was Queen Imp start, right? Yeah, so Queen, having extra units on top of that is not great. Though it does have some synergy with the horn break. Stygian, Hellhorn, Hellhorn. So I can go either way, probably. I would lean toward Hellhorn here and not try to force, especially with the Obelisk Mage. I don't really mind making an incant work deck with Queen's Imps, but it's a different story when I have additionally, that's an entire Vortex worth of extra removals that I have to make. It's not nothing, right? So, whoops. Yeah, it's not nothing. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, and then Guardian's Amulet's whatever. It's not that great of a card, but it might help me incant a little bit extra because I have the Forgotten Powers that might hit it every now and then. Let's just get to it. I think I lean toward probably trying to make Hellhorn stuff work rather than Stygian stuff work, but we don't know, right? There's Titan Channel. Almost would have preferred, even though there's nothing for it right now, to do Cold Channel actually, just because. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe Titan Channel's fine here. It's just sometimes, rank 1 is going to be fine. Rank 2 is where the tough stuff is probably going to be. With Titan Channel and a bad incant deck. Especially a deck that I might not want to gear toward incant, right? Probably Faulty Loader. There's not huge reasons in any of these major bosses to have it, but Collection of Tales just isn't that good. It's not like it makes that big of an impact, whereas this does, so we'll just take the Faulty Loader. We'll definitely take this. If we have Titan Channel and a Faulty Loader, I can tell you rings 1 through 3 are not going to be hard. We'll take every single trial that comes our way without even thinking about it. We are so solid right here. Alright, we get around the Ember Drain. Let's try for the double incant here. Fail, nice. Let's go like this. Try again for double incant. We won't fail this time. That's nice. Now I should be able to pop here, most likely. In fact, I can double incant, so we will do that. And pop ourselves. Take you out. Jump block. And throw you away. Get dominated. Boom, baby. Titan Channel Ring 1 is so stupid. So I don't typically like to take Titan Scrap when I start Forgotten Powers. It's much better with Lances. Just because you have, I don't know, you're adding a lot more random discard, but I will say, with the Guardian's Amulet, it's not as bad, but probably lean toward the Flash Freeze here. I think that our front-loaded damage is fine for now with the Titan's Gratitude. I mean, so is our backline with a double Horn Break, but I don't know. Flash Freeze, I think, is just a little bit better of a card than Titan's Grat. It'll be better. You know, I'm basically guaranteed to always have every turn front-loaded damage, but I'm not guaranteed every turn to have backline clear. This would be additional backline clear. Plus, if I do end up with like an endless fledgling imp, which is definitely something I would want to do, right? I already see like 2 pretty good steals here. I guess there's 3 good steals, which is enough, right? That's 3 50/50s and endless, with 2 of them right immediately off the bat. The Flash Freeze just wins here. It is technically easier to play this top though, and there's no target, but I can use the Queen's Imps to my advantage here in that case, and still just use Flash Freeze. Okay, that is a choice. Ritual or Fledge? So if we go to the right and get the Ritual down to 1, Hellvent it. Stygian Banners, we'd be wanting a Sweeper. Problem is, there's no temple, so no chance at -2 for the ritual. Which makes like holdover and double stack not so good if I see them. Like I don't really have a great holdover or double stack. I guess if I do find holdover, I would put it on ritual and just settle for a 2 cost. That's not horrible, especially if I do find a sweeper. However, if I don't find a sweeper, then the sirens are very multi-strike dependent. They're not horrible, but they're very multi-strike dependent. Granted, most of the Hellhorn units are as well, except one of them already comes with multi-strike. The Merchant of Steel already inherently has a 50/50 at finding the multi-strike, along with the Endless. You know, if I take the Fledgling, I have a 75% chance that this is gonna hit, right? There's a 25% chance that it's Large Stone and Quick, which would suck. However, I have the additional hit here of Horn, what do you call it? Horn Warrior, and arguably Rail Beater. Both of them benefit from Quick, and additionally, I could probably argue Large Stone is somewhat takeable for the Horn Warrior. So that's even higher than a 75% chance that we're hitting pretty high on the left. You know, our bust factor is pretty low. Now, the worst case scenario is Large Stone and Quick, and like, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's probably an Alpha Fiend there, but we're not going to play as if that's a thing, right? And so, you know, the worst case scenario is we don't find Horn Warrior, we don't find Rail Beater, and we find Quick and Large Stone, but and then we've taken the Fledgling Imp instead of the Ritual at that point, and that's a complete waste. Whereas if I go to the right, it'll never be a complete waste because I can always bring the Ritual down to 1, and then I go Hellvent it. Now, there is a downside there, though, because, like, if I miss on the Stygian unit, you know, if it's just, like, Guard of the Unnamed, yeah, Guard of the Unnamed and Sirens would be the worst. As I said, they're all multi-strike dependent, and a Titan Sentry would be alright, but obviously we just want the sweepers, right? Either of the sweepers. Now, any of the rares would be good too, right? But if we think about it in just terms of uncommons, it's like you got 6 commons, 2 of the 6 are sweepers. So if I miss on the 2 out of the 6, you know, with replacement it becomes a 2 out of 5 because you can't see the same 2 banners in the same banner. So it's a 2 out of 6 and a 2 out of 5 to not hit a sweeper, which I don't know the exact math there, but I'm going to ballpark that it's somewhere between like 40 and 50%. So roughly a little less than half of the time I bust there. It's not a complete bust though, right? As we've mentioned, I can get the ritual down, and then 50% of the time I guess the holdover is okay. But it's particularly only good if I get the sweeper. Otherwise, it's not really amazing with a single striking unit. Or a Titan Sentry, obviously. The Titan Sentries are right, though, because, like, you know, Future Steel, that's hittable, that's hittable. That's 2 chances at Endless. It's not great, though. That's only, like, what, 75%? I think I'm leaning to the Fledge. Just go left with the Fledge, and maybe roughly 15% of the time I bust, and that's fine. I just live with that, and I go here, and we still try for Endless. If we don't get it, hopefully we find other stuff. There's a lot of stuff we can find in this combo. Alright, Multi and Runestone and Heartstone are great. Like this is a really good shop. We just hope that this isn't like a complete bust. Alright, it's not. So this is obviously where, like, a big probably contention point that maybe Voix and I would differ on, right? And I think it probably deep down he knows that the Branded Warrior is better, but he has an obligation to his fans to take the Alpha Fiend. I get it, but for boring me, the Branded Warrior is the clear choice here. I have already health to supplement it with, and a multi-strike. That's a usable unit. I mean, that gives me an option for scaling. Plus, it's a good essence if I find a better unit, like a sweeper, right? Or a Horn Warrior even. And I don't know though, would I put it into a Horn Warrior when I've already got multi in it? Probably not, but there's just no way I'm taking Alpha Fiend here. We could even reroll, and there's still a 1 out of 3 that we get the Endless as well, and we're just super happy. But this is a very obvious multi-strike to me. If we end up as an incant deck, the Runestone is enticing, but I'm pretty sure I just settle for the 25 health here. It does suck to see a Runestone and not take it, though. It's like the best 25 gold upgrade there is. But Heartstone's pretty good, too. Arguably better than a large stone in most cases, I would say. And much cheaper. Like, if I had to pay 100 gold for Heartstone, I would honestly buy it a lot of the time. Way more than I buy large stone. I'm not even kidding you. Same with the Runestone. Just shows the disparity between them. Like, I'd much rather get 25 health and no pip on upgrade than, you know, a lot more health. Like, it's just, that 25 health is usually all I need. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to incant, what, like 10? There are artifacts that would help this, but I'd have to incant at a baseline around, what, like 22 times, or 11 times to get the, that'd be 22 armor. So it'd be 12 times, 12 to 13 incants. I'll just take the health. We'll still be on the lookout for ways to sustain him, but in this combo, that shouldn't be hard. Oh my gosh. Well, we already have a pretty good line here. I mean, at this point, now I'll just go Hellvent, Self-Infuse. And this unit is good enough. Between the Titan Channel and this Branded Warrior, Endless Fledgling, we already got 3 big hits. We also have the Hornbreak to, you know, finish off some squishies. So we can kill 3 tanks. There's only like 1 or 2 4-tank waves. We can just live through that. All the non-divinity fights are going to be easy, I think. We'll probably be on the lookout for a defensive essence for Branded Warrior. You know, yeah, we could find sap cards, yeah, we could find daze cards, but we're not guaranteed to find it. I'd rather just take a safe route. Like, ideally, probably like Steel Worker or Guard of the Unnamed would be what I'm looking for. I would almost settle for a Siren of the Sea as well. Should I take that? I don't need it. Yeah, probably just don't take it. And I will say, now that I've found everything that I need, this Merchant of Steel becomes worse. I mean, we might still pivot. Like, if I see like a sweeper, maybe I pivot to it. I don't know, though. Might not really be that necessary. It is chased as well. That's like a little concerning. But I don't know. Self-infused Fledgling Imp. Brandweir also replenishes some rage when it slays, and most likely it's slaying twice probably each turn. Like even Chase doesn't have a chance of this. This has got to be pretty easy. I mean, it's the easiest boss, easiest troop. Let's go. I already have like 3 I can't talk. Backline clears, not blackline. Probably just go here. I don't love eating up this melee weakness, but whatever. I don't really want to redraw that. Just realized how bad it was to put him there. What if we had gotten a thing? Alright, we'll get some rage there. That's good. The Fledgling Imp is what I meant to say. But, you know, in true upgrade fashion, he will be the last unit that we find. It's taking you out. Ah, shit. Well, I'm just fucking up left and right, apparently. Right, luckily we get this. Nice. Might as well just go 1, 2, 3. I guess that didn't do anything, did it? Boom. The Mace Man. The man with the mace. Crypt Builder's alright, but I think we definitely take Offering Token here. We're gonna already have issues incanting Titan Channel. Like, the hardest part of the game is coming up. Absolutely. Not Ring 3, but Ring 4 and 5. I don't think 6 will be tough. But yeah, we want to be able to pop Titan Channel ASAP. That's interesting. Really good common drafts for Hellhorn on the seed so far. Now, I was going to just Hellvent and Self-Infuse. However, I could just take the Fledgling Imp. I mean, the Ritual's like okay as well, right? But I think we just take the Fledgling, and honestly, the only way I really lose is bottom decking my Endless Fledgling Imp like we kind of did there. We got away with it because that's just such an easy fight, but I honestly think I'm just going to self-infuse it. Now that I have this, I have that luxury, and I'm just going to Hellvent the unit. Because I don't have any good Hellvents otherwise. The Rail Beater is not that horrible of an infusion. I mean, if you think about it, comparing it to, say, Guard of the Unnamed, which would give me 10 health and 2 armor, incant, I had to incant 10 times to match what Rail Beater gives me. Well, I suppose I'd rather have a Guard of the Unnamed, but we don't know if we're getting a Guard or not. And the Rail Beater just might be nice to have. I mean, if I'm going top, if I can keep the shards reasonable, we're looking at 9 or 10 damage. And if I have 30 health right now on top of 30 armor, that can survive me 6 waves, which is not enough, right? I need definitely some other help. I feel like I just wouldn't take that. I don't know. Maybe. So what about the Siren of the Sea? I don't get any initial health, but I incant 30 times. I mean, here's the thing. If I go full Titan Channel, which I will, I already have to incant 15 times to pop it top. And so simply by nature of that, I'm going to already have 15 health, which is half of this. And actually, I'm getting some flat attack, which in the context of Chased is not too bad, right? Like, I might just want that extra scaling of attack, right? I also get the 15 attack and the 5 initial attack. And if I can incant 15 times with, you know, to get Titan Channel pop by turn 3, By wave 6, I can definitely do 15 more incants. And in the context of what you just talked about, it's like wave 6 that I would die anyway. So I'm already getting the same amount of health by the time it's relevant. The relevant point, the relevant breakpoint that we're thinking about. But then I also get extra attack, and I continue to scale beyond that. I think the Siren is actually just acceptable here. I don't love this essence, but it makes sense here. I probably won't like do it right now, and I'll just live with the fact that I have an extra banner unit. But you know, we see the temple there. I can just do it here unless something better comes along. Now I'm going to do this in case it's ×5. I'm going to do this first because I would probably, honestly, I wouldn't ×5 it, but probably just ×1 it for free is definitely acceptable. And that most likely will just go on the Flash Freeze. I know we're going to Shardville, which isn't great, but I would love. I can't not do this. It's just like very worth the shards. But I will hold out in case it's Hammer. All right, it's just Trap Shoot. It should just read Trap Shoot. No leave, no steal, Polika. You're always taking Trap Shoot there. No exceptions. Let's not let people make mistakes. Now, I still think we Hellvent this. Like I said, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense having 2 in the deck once you find the first one, right? Because I'm not going to take a pip upgrade. However, I just don't want to bottom deck it, and Hellventing it makes it literally twice as likely that I don't bottom deck it, both of them. I also see... I mean, when I look at the map, there's definitely some enticing caverns. This one probably not as much because I'm opposite of Hellvent and a Vortex, but you know, certainly this one is getting hit, right? And then this one looks like it's getting hit. I mean, this is a pretty low value steal. I think we're pretty committed to just using our Branded Warrior right now, and I have no reason to hit steals. Like, I'll still hit this one probably just because it has a Vortex, and maybe there's something better. Like maybe a... I don't even know if a Steelworker's better, actually. I think the Siren actually is my best thing here. We're still going to make a generalized incant deck. I think I do just need to hit all the Vortexes, though, to do that, right? I need to get rid of all these damn units. But yeah, I think I'm committed to this. We'll dupe that. We're already at 50, though. Is this really worth it? Arguably not. Arguably not. It will take care of the... I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. It will take care of the sharded up crossbowmen, which is a thing, right? On the turn that I need to do it. Alright, this is a pretty easy turn, as we can see. Do we want to wait for a multi-striking dude? I had to imagine that we do. If that's the case, well, we still want to do this. I don't want to lose this. Suppose we'll just do that. That's the price we pay of taking the Siren, right? But it's fine. We'll do this, get an incant. We can see how we really got to remove the units, though. Like, it's only going to get worse. Plus, this is the downside of having 2 of them in the deck, right? Like, I'm I'm gonna have an extra dead weight in my deck, essentially. But, you know, I'm fine with it. It's just unplayable after I find the first one. I really think it's worth it to do that Hellvent when I don't have much better Hellvents to make. Here we're seeing the problem, right? This is not good. I'm about to take shitloads of damage, and... wow. I don't know. Maybe I didn't make the right decision. Who fucking knows? I think we want to kill this instead of getting... It's not like I'm going to pop up there anytime now, so I should hopefully be able to get 2 incants next turn. There goes half my fire health. Yikes. Get you the fuck down there. Like, I need this guy to live. Once we pop there, we'll be fine. Gosh, this is not going well. What the fuck? Good thing he's dazed. I do give up some rage by doing this, but I'd probably just not want to take the extra damage if I can. I could redraw it here. There's not a whole lot of point in that, though, in all honesty. Yeah, I think I like this better. So let's go here. We'll actually just use this to kill that, and we're good. That was a nail biter. I did not think it would go that bad. I guess at 60 shards, I should have suspected that that kind of crap could happen, though. I guess we take a dark deal. It's another way I can sacrifice the imp. It does kind of suck, though, to hit my branded warrior with it. You know, we're already trying... It only sucks in the divinity fight, though. It's definitely just worth picking up, right? And the others just aren't really going to work for me. Like one-armed tome. I don't have any armor. And even if I did, it's a little iffy. I would need like Guard of the Unnamed to probably go in on that. So we do see a Eel Gorgon and a Coccalia, but kind of too little too late in my opinion. I guess I have the... well, it's not too little, but it is too late, I think. Like, I do have the Siren for the Gorgon. But my rage scaling, which is a huge portion of my deck right now, is not obviously going to work with Eel Gorgon. It still kind of works, but it's not going to be gigantically beneficial. I have to imagine we just stick with what we have, and I don't have to mess around with it anymore. I mean, I could do Coccalia, but it's another transition unit. It doesn't have... If I go like Branded Warrior into it, or even the Siren into it, I kind of have to hit multi here for it to be good. So 50-50. Otherwise, I'm actively downgrading my deck and adding another removal, of which I really don't have removals to spare here. Like, it's going to be very, 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 very important. This is, I think, the thing that people might miss when doing this combo. I said it before and I'll say it again. I do not mind Soulguard Queen's Imps. I think it's still a strong combo, but it makes a lot of people's like worst combo lists. And you know, reason being, I just don't think they think about it the right way. You know, I'm not even building necessarily an incant deck here, but I am having incant as part of it, right? Like, I have to incant 15 times in a reasonable amount of time. 10 actually coming up, which is going to be tough, right? And I even have this, which is going to be incant based. But am I an incant deck? Not really, but it doesn't mean I just throw away the concept of incant entirely, right? But in order to support that, I have to prioritize vortexes, even if the steel is useless to me. And I don't think I go adding a Coccalia, which would in turn make me have to do an extra removal, right? To even get back to where I would have been. And then it's arguably not that gigantic of an upgrade anyway. I'm already having multi-strike. I have 3 kills from these units easily. I'm scaling quite well. I just don't need it. And I can take care. I have good removal. I have some dazed. I just don't need these. And we definitely go draw. I don't care about cashing in on the extra imp. I much rather draw and incant. You know, you gotta hedge your bets a little. Alright, shitstone, no good. I mean, nothing's good here, right? We're just not gonna take anything. I guess I could take health on like a steward, or probably it would be an imp, I guess, for like potential stealth boss. 30 power and purge. Purge could be usable. Maybe. Yeah, those just aren't getting taken. So we could go 25 health on a Queen's Imp. I don't think that's out of the question. It's probably worth the money, right? There's no reason to reroll here. Now it's iffy, but I think because I don't want to have my priority draws messed up and miss out on rage on my actual unit. It's a lot of shards, but I think I'm going to do this right now. It really helps with my ability to incant as well, right? Yeah, it's going to make the enemies harder, but it doesn't push us over the threshold, which is good, of 100, which is relevant if it's Party Boy, right? I could even do this and still be under the threshold. I don't think this is a huge benefit to the deck right now. Neither is the 30 is not a big enough benefit to go to 100. So let's just get our stews for now. The imps are better because they're better cannon fodder for stealth boss. And I should make removals for my gold here too. You know, we're going Hellvent. Like we really have. I'm not gonna flex like Cold Channel or Dire Channel. We're really gonna commit to the full Titan channel. We have to because I need it with my build to go full Titan channel. Yeah, and we'll just fight. Alright, easy boss, but it'll have a significant amount of spikes, but that doesn't really matter. It's a good reward with the gold, but I'm not going to shop. We're pretty committed to this Hellvent and Vortex. It's not out of the question that I completely bottom deck this both Fledgling Imps. It's very unlikely, but I think taking the trial, it doesn't hurt. Like, I'm not too worried about it with my units, but I'm worried about my Pyre, right? I could have the very likely to get at least one Clip Guardian at 180 health, which is a lot. And they already do a lot of damage, so like, why even take this risk, right? Pretty good help from the faulty loader here. Granted, we did open with Trap Shoot, which is kind of a waste. You know what I could do here? I should just wait on that. I was gonna say I could go here and Trap Shoot it down. Yeah, we can just do this. Do I get rid of... Do I care about redraw? I actually don't care about redraw too much. I think I should preserve the melee weakness here so that I can get slays. We're not going to pop for sure here. Like, we're not going to pop in time. This is a good horn break for sure. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll do this, I guess. And then get another incant. We're almost halfway there on incants. I think we can do this. In fact, probably want to. We got this now. I think we want it to die and get some damage there. Only 3 more incants needed. Though we are starting to get the Scourge downfall here. Let's see if we can pop before putting this down. Looks like we can. So we'll go like this, and then we get the Rage. And we're good. Now, I'd like to point out how exact we had to be there, right? Had I added an extra banner unit to try to be fancy here and technically be better with the sweeper, we wouldn't be any stronger for it right now. And I might have not, I didn't pay exact attention to the draw orders there, but I very well might not have drawn the final incant there needed to kill that unit. Just like to point that out. But we're good to go now. I'm not too worried about this fight. We can do that to save a significant amount of damage. I mean, I'm at 150 by 2. I've got. I'm basically just gonna win here. We can probably still do this though, right? Got him. Siren Song is okay. It's weird. Like, we don't want to play it when the units meet me. It does open up Drop Cage. It makes potential... Like, I'm only hitting, like, one magic, I guess. So, double stack does open up, though. It's already pretty open, though, with the Dark Deal, I would say. Even the Guardian's Amulet, maybe. I might even hold over the Offering Token. The weirder that is. Like, it would make this Guardian's Amulet also pretty double stackable. I'm pretty sure I'm just taking the Crystalline Seeds as a free incant. I don't really see... The Siren Song is going to be too awkward. Branding Right is definitely some extra defense. It's another way to sacrifice the unit. It does need some cost reductions, which is its downfall. But it's not incredibly necessary. Most of my spells actually cost 0 or 1. But I do have an imp that costs 1, so it's not nothing, right? But it could be pretty good to just cost reduce it at, I guess, this magic. It's a while from now. It's definitely a card that's probably pretty good. I think we take it. Impish Scholar could be okay with the Trap Shoot, but I don't think so. I think just Branding Right's okay. Just acceptable. And maybe we can get a -2 on it, though I'm already going to 100 here. I'm not going to Hellvent the Imp again. 2 of them is fine. 3 is ridiculous. Let's see what we got here. The Drop Cage. That's a lot of attack. Mark of a Champion. We're unlikely that Lightstone Casing is usable, so we just take the mark here. It's not like Tiresome Climb isn't going to be... Oh, I do have the Trap Shoot, though. Shit. I probably should have took Drop Cage. It's not the end of the world that I took this, but I completely forgot that Trap Shoot is a descend card. Drop Cage was definitely the call there, but it's fine, because I was already probably going to Hellvent the Trap Shoot anyway. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's get rid of Mollusk Mage, I guess. I think the Imp... I'll never be able to use the Mollusk Mage spell power, so let's just get rid of them. So it's either Dark Deal, Offering Token, or Trap Shoot. It's Trap Shoot. Alright, that's great. But yeah, definitely could have had literally both of them like double stacked here for free if I had taken the Drop Cage. Definitely Drop Cage was better. This doesn't hurt us at all, right? Like, everything I have is piercing, other than Dark Deal, which is fine to... Like, this is a pretty free set of money here. Easy, easy. Is it an easy boss? I don't know. Maybe this boss isn't that easy for me, but whatever. 10, unfortunately, the downside of giving this guy health, actually, we see here. It is what it is. Let's go here. Take that out. We can get the 2 there. Let's just get the incants here. I'm going to give up the collector just to guarantee that I'm winning up here. Save that for the boss. I'm going to do this just so I get both the slays here. It's maybe pretty greedy, but it is pretty greedy. Fuck. So I kind of need to kill these. Yeah, I'd rather do this, I guess. That was not a well-played turn. Not at all. I could try to YOLO and get the pop before putting that down, but I think that's a little bit greedy. Gosh, I don't really want to do that. Fuck. I could do this at really no downside to me. That's fine. And then we get 50-50 to pop here. Yeah, never lucky, always cucky. We're just going to have to deal with that, I think. I really need to do this, I think. And... Dan can't. This fight is going 20 times worse than I ever thought it would. We're seeing still, like, the... You know, I'm not going to say that it's a great combo, right? Like, we're seeing the downside of how hard it is to incant here, but... It's not just that, right? There's other stuff going on here that's not necessarily great. Okay, I mean they're doing all right. We don't want that to die. Do that. You have 16. Let's get ourselves over the threshold here of 2 hits. At least I get 3 hits now. Pretty sure we're winning here, but yeah, especially with this, that's a huge pickup. Okay, well, we get through it. It went worse than I ever foresaw it going, but that is what it is. The 14 damage was down to a 50-50, and then there was that extra damage that I guess was just relatively unavoidable. Ironically, what was normally the easiest wave 5 was actually the worst one for us. Like, we would have dealt with all the other wave 5s so much easier. Like, just mainly because there's so many... We didn't have any flat AoE, and we didn't have a sweeper or a lot of strikes, but we have big strikes, right? Like, I would have been fine into Harvesters easy, right? But whatever. Adding any usable spell is good. I don't know that these are that usable. Still gonna be another ring until we add a Merchant of Magic here. I suppose a Guardian Amulet is alright. Maybe a Titan's Tooth is worth adding, though. We have seen that we kind of need some flat AoE. Important work's good, but this is an Inferno. I think Inferno just solved every issue we need solving. Boom, baby. That's the future Hellvents will be that, and I'll try to get that costed down. Rip, Branding Right, I guess. Looks like this is where Voyix went down. Anything worth Intrinsicing? Not particularly. Maybe a Trap Street, but I don't think it's that necessary. Definitely taking that. Easy add. And maybe we can get some gold here. Or unfortunately, a little bit short of being able to you know, take 25 and get the 230. But maybe we get some gold from this. No, but no complaints here. Now we can put both the Fledgling Imps on. So that's huge. Absolutely. Caverns are good, baby. We stay at 100. No reason to take these. Golden Vault or Winged Indulgence? Both save my Pyre. One saves them quite a lot more. I think I like the Winged Indulgence. Golden Vault's probably the call, though. Is it? Yeah. I don't like taking it, but it's the right call. Now we could purge a card, but that might actually hurt our Golden Vault quite a lot. think I will though. We just can't afford to not purge when it's convenient to do so. Still got a few hits of the Golden Vault. It'll be worth it. Alright, we can guarantee our double here. It's already looking like potentially we're going to have pretty good use out of our Golden Vault, maybe. I don't know. Alright, there's this. We'll sack it. And this will save the health, right? Alright, if it's still dying, that's good by me. I'm going to save that. This could be a lot of damage. Doesn't really save me that much by playing this here, though. I could do this. To be honest, I don't know why they... we just want the rage. And I can pop next turn anyway. Nice, we get that. Pops. Put him down. Can't play that or that. It is what it is. Let's take this out. Get an incant. Wow, that sucks. Alright, not so bad. I definitely don't want to have this guy hitting me with all that sweeping damage, because that's bullshit. Should have put them both mid, that was a mistake, but it probably won't matter. And you are tough to get to play, aren't you? I think this is pretty good, though. Definitely need to cost reduce the Inferno. These motherfuckers, man. Whatever. Gosh, that's a lot of fucking damage. I don't know, but I mean, if we're taking this much damage, like, fuck. I totally forgot that I had extra pip, by the way. Really a mistake of me. But luckily we've caught it in time here, I think. But yeah, not gonna lie, that was dumb. Also kind of dumb to have that other one in, but I think we want that extra buffer here. Let's put that there. Get some incants. Ooh, that was close. This is where Voix went down. I almost don't blame him, depending on, you know, if he went Alpha Fane. We barely got it done with the, you know, what I would say, probably superior line. I don't know exactly how his Alpha Fiend line looked, but man, I really want this Ancient Synergy, but man, if I only had take the frickin' drop cage, I could totally take Siren Song here easily. I don't think we take it. I really don't like the Dark Deal or Ancient Synergy here, though, because, you know, in the context that we're only hitting one Merchant of Magic here, I guess I could hit this one. I could probably give up a Hellvent, but I don't know. Maybe I could take the Ancient Synergy. Honestly, because you've seen how much damage we've been taking. This doesn't really help us with that. This would if I get double stack. Double stack plus the Golden Vault, pretty good. I don't have a whole lot of gold, though. We also have to factor that in. So it's not like I'm going to spend much here and here. You know, it all depends. Also, if I end up finding the Penitent, this is not so good. Even with the faulty loader. I'm just not going to... You know, I can cost it down, but I already have the Inferno. I don't think I can take it. And I even wonder, like, if I should be taking the Dark Deal. I guess I can. I don't love it, but I'll take it. Definitely draw. But we do get a good power spike here with the Titan channel. Nothing there worth taking. Honestly, though, like, I don't want all these Forgotten Powers at this point either. But what can I do, right? Shit Frost. Let's take a look here. Definitely not adding more crap to my deck. That's bullshit. Horrible fucking cavern. Whatever, I got the Micro Stone. That's good. Get rid of Imps for sure. We definitely still keep Forgotten Power over the Imps. There's no question about that. And I do think we're actually, even though we didn't take the Ancient Synergy or Resonance or whatever, Synergy I think, and then I think we go left here. I mean, I do think I don't want all these Forgotten Powers. Well, actually, it's just the Imps, right? I'm just removing these 2 Imps. So you can see, like, the Vortexes are very useful. You gotta have a really good justification not to hit them, and we've hit everyone we can so far. You know, we've hit all of them, and I'm even giving up a Hellvent to do it, and I think that's correct. We want this Inferno cheaper, for sure. I want the branding rate cheaper too as well, which makes this Merchant of Magic pretty okay, right? I don't know if I want a Surge down here. It's not that big of a miss. It would have been okay on the Trap Shoot, but it does make it cost more, which is not something I necessarily like to do. I don't know. I still might want to just Hellvent this Inferno, in all honesty. I think this is probably an okay Surge Stone on one of these. Would have preferred to find a 10, though. I could take 10 shards here to get rid of a Forgotten Power. I think it's worth it. I don't want all of them. Full Titan Channel for sure. Now we have the Mark of the Champion will come into play here, and it's pretty good. Spell Shield doesn't mean anything still. Not the group we wanted, but it's the group we got. Good old Penitent. It always, even though there's 5 entire choices, it's always Penitent. Without fucking fail. I am 1 Ember short of making a turn that I want to make here. I might not need to Inferno here. It might be better that I just kill this unit. I don't need to kill the unit. But it would get me an extra incant. I think I do it. And I can just scale up more, which is what I want to do anyway. I think I would like definitely to kill that. Kill that. Alright, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Let's maximize the chances that we offer. Nice, we hit everything. Yet we're still leaking pretty bad here. Yikes. It also hurts not to get any spell chains. It is what it is, I guess. Like, spell chain would obviously help us here too. As much as I would like to do this here, I don't know that I have that luxury when I really have to pop here. We'll go 1, 2. We're killing. I think we're good. we're popped now, so we are G2G. Let's throw you away. Kill you, do that. Living armor will be easy. Gotta say though, horrible turns on finding that. Here, you can have that. We're doing so much damage though here, we'll be fine. Got him. Boom. That's pretty good, especially given that I'm, you know, having Ember Drain, which is going to be brutal to me. Isn't Flame good? Probably not. Probably not. I only have 2 cost reductions to make. Maybe a -2, I don't know. Even if I get that, I'd rather just, I don't know, not have this. So, moment of truth. Do I want to Hellvent the Inferno? It's hard to play. I think I don't. I think I want to go left. And we can keep a lot of gold around if none of this looks good. 270 gold is a lot better than 15 armor. Tethys Scales, maybe. Is it good enough, though, to give up so many hits of Golden Vault? I don't know. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. That's definitely worth the money. We got a 10 finally. That's really good here. I think the holdover here is really good. Holdover there is maybe better. Probably, like, definitely better. I don't know. This helps me get through the deck. I can also replay stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Holdover trap shoots pretty much GG. Imagine if I had the drop cage. That would be even better. I think we always want to play Branding Rite when we see it, so I'm going to bring it to 0. And we'll leave the rest of this gold as buffer. We'll get rid of the final imps here. Could maybe keep 1, get rid of a Forgotten Power. That's maybe better. And can't remove 5 gold short. I would actually do that though and just give up Golden Vault there. If I had the choice, but it is what it is. Yeah, the -2, I should have thought of, I didn't even check this, I guess. If I did, I didn't even make a note of it, but actually the -2 might have been better there. It's fine though, we can keep it at 110 shards, that's absolutely fine. I am absolutely fine with that. Alright, that guy is sharded up, that sucks. We can give up the rage here, that's fine. Go ahead and have these both coming down. Let's do this and then that. Definitely don't mind Infernoing this floor. We're not going to be ready for it yet. Not really getting any slays at the moment. I think we'd really need to do this. Now he's not going to attack me. That's definitely worth it. We're delaying our popping here a little bit, but that's fine. And that definitely goes there. This definitely goes there. Huh. Suppose I don't want to take all that damage. Guess that guy will hit me for some gold. Sucks, but it is what it is. He'll hit me for 2. And it's going worse than I thought it would, honestly. Like I guess we're seeing the downside of like using branded warrior, right? But it is what it is. Oops, I fucked that up a little bit. We need to use these as removal, and now that he's popped, this is a lot better. I don't even know if I want a dark deal here. Got to deal with this guy. We currently don't really do that very well. Could try for the sap. It's not going to be enough sap. Wow. Horrible luck on that discard, but whatever. I mean, I think we're fine. So we're going to go you. I really don't want to Ember Drain here. Like, I guess I can't really do this and Inferno, though. Like, I might just have to deal with this. Gosh, it's double Ember Drain, though. I think we should deal with it. We should do this. If I leak the next wave, so be it. We can at least get one of these in. Horrible discards. Oh, that was quite fucking close. Oh, now you get the discard. After I already have the X mark. Sure. Okay, well, I was pretty confident going into this. Now I'm a little iffy. Granted, I was losing a lot of rage there. I won't have that problem here, but... Ooh. Still questionable. That is not who we want to see. Definitely want to save that for the tank or potential whatchamacallit wave. I think we try to redraw it. We want to do this. I want to kill that too. I guess we just deal with the Ember Drain. My Ember situation is brutal. We're feeling the pain there. We're just feeling the pain. There's no other way to put it. Losing the holdover on that. Can we deal with that? Because I really want to do this. I think we do. I'm just going to take the Golden Vault hit here. I do want to, like, do that, though. Need to get you popped. Ain't gonna happen yet, though. Just ain't gonna happen. We'll pop this next turn. We're largely okay. I fucked that turn up as usual. Well, we're still fine. I gave up on a lot of rage there for no real good reason other than I'm an idiot. It's definitely not irrelevant, right? Okay. We need to keep this here. Just put you back there. It's definitely a rough floor to be doing that on. Just gonna get that out while I... Probably better to wait, but I probably want to be... Oh wow, that was the worst. That was, in the context of Golden Vault, not very good. I can definitely put one of them down. I don't know that hitting me is good here. Like, hitting anything is not necessarily good here, but it's fine. It'll make Relentless easier. Okay, at a certain point, like, I have to do this for sure, right? Like, I might have to let go of these imps. Like, shit's not going well now. I have enough rage. I gotta keep this on holdover. Do I care more about my pyre? Do I care about keeping you alive? Probably keeping you alive is better for me. And these are definitely showing their downside here. But I think we're good. I mean, we're definitely, like, fine, I think. And we should have the W here. Yeah, that's a W. And I'm not gonna mess with it at all here. Here, have that. Close one though. That was definitely a tough seed. I would say that qualifies as cursed. At least what I ended up with, right? I took what I would say is a relatively safe route through this, but as a result, I cut off my ceiling, and I also did make mistakes, right? Like, definitely the drop cage would have been a million times better. I mean, I could have built around that trap chute easily. I could have also taken that second Siren Song easily. Like, that would have made this run so much better, but we still get through it, right? We give ourselves, like I've always said, I will never play a run perfectly, pretty much unanimously. I'll always make mistakes, and I think most people do. Even I don't know, I've watched every player in this game, and everyone is very good, like, at this point, right? But I can, just as you can notice my mistakes, I can notice mistakes with everybody. There's no perfect player, nobody. There's always mistakes every single run that I notice. In my own play and others' play. Like, there's just a mistake factor that you have to factor in, right? And I made them, clearly. But I gave myself enough leeway to still barely get through it, right? Let's be honest, we barely got through this run. At several points. That was a tough one. For sure, I would say it was cursed. But plenty of power still to get through it, as is the case with Hellhorn most of the time, right? Building around the Brand of Warrior, though, perhaps questionable. Definitely the Siren, the Sweeper would have been easier to build around. However, I do suspect that we could have potentially died Ring 4. Probably Ring 4. Had we tried to make that thing work. As I said, it was... I think I had noted, like, I basically connected the last card there to hit that tank with. And it would have probably not hit that card. Probably would have still survived it, though. You never know. So, what did Voyix do? I know he had the Alpha Fiend. So there was a Titan Sentry. That's pretty good. Self-infused Endless Titan Sentry with large chun is definitely powerful. This, though... He was probably memeing. I will say, though, if you had to combo these units, absolutely go the other way with it, right? Make the Eel Gorgon have the Alpha Fiend infusion, hands down. Even with a little bit worse incant than usual, that is, trust me, one of the most powerful units in the game is an Eel Gorgon with an Alpha Fiend infusion. You know, even with a bad incant deck, you're going to be getting so many strikes out of that, and you're getting 5 flat attack per strike. Your offense is 100% solved at that point. You also, you know, survivability might be an issue. Which, at the point that you take it, sometimes you do have to YOLO a little bit, right? But I think you do it. And obviously, we know with the context of the drop cage and the trap shoot, you definitely would have been able to keep it alive, right? And then eventually a Siren Song, right? But yeah, I mean, 3-cost unit is rough, especially, you know, if you're running both of these. Sometimes it's just really going to hurt your tempo to have a 3-cost unit that is just not as good as the other route, right? A triple striking Alpha Fiend. I mean, think about it this way. They're both 3-pip. The other one is 2 Ember. This one's 3 Ember. And you're definitely getting more than 3 strikes, right? So I just think go the other way, right? But obviously I have to imagine he was, you know, memeing a little bit by trying to make the Alpha Fiend work. But obviously it just wasn't enough. I still like a lot of the picks. I don't think I love the Crypt Builder. As we saw, it's already hard enough to get incants. Just the Offering Token is like the best straight up incant card in the deck. You would have seen it be a lot better had it been able to get a spell chain on it. But even as it stands, it just, you know, it adds a lot. I guess I like this play. I still stand by, though. It looks like he went this route. Maybe he was worried about the Rage not sticking on the Eel Gorgon, but honestly, at that point, you don't care. The Rage is actually still okay in that case. It's a nice cheap incant. The Rage does go away, obviously, but it goes away against Chased anyway, and also you just would be doing so much flat damage that it wouldn't matter, right? Definitely took different routes than us, right? We're seeing like double stack, which I don't even know if I ever saw, and you know, Titan Sentry and such. And I will say, even for my deck, arguably the Eel Gorgon might have been better, even for me. Like I said, I'm not playing perfect here. Like, when I think back on it, probably the Siren of the Sea with the Eel Gorgon would have been better. I also had a somewhat of a sunken cost fallacy here going on, right? With the fact that I had invested so much in these Fledgling Imps. Keep in mind, at the time that I had to make this decision, I already had this unit. The only difference is it didn't have Microstone. I already had the Siren. By the time I see Eel Gorgon, I have already hell-vented this and committed to it pretty hard. It's really hard mentally to give up on that. I will say, though, probably Eel Gorgon would have been fine, considering I'm going right to a Merchant of Steel at that point. So even I'm guilty of it, right? But just pointing it out, right? But yeah, I don't know. It still looks like a pretty strong deck, if I'm being honest. Like, it has he made the right call with the drop cage, absolutely. He at least made that call where I didn't. And he had the support for it. He had the Siren Song, he had the Trap Shoot. If he had just survived one more ring, he could have got the Consume Remove on the Trap Shoot. And then, or maybe it was 2 more rings, I forget. But I don't know, I guess I see a good deck here. I wonder why it lost. I think I was around 90 shards when I went in here as well. Well, okay, I can tell you why actually. It's back as a, I can notice it right here, right? Only the train stewards were removed and like one imp it looks like, and still the Mollusk Mage remains. By this point in the game, I think I had gotten rid of all the stewards and the Mollusk Mages. So like I had at least 2 more removals, so he didn't it looks like he doesn't prioritize the vortexes as much as he probably should have. Considering this, right? So he's popping this thing later than we are. Probably. Could be the only thing I can think about. Died to the boss, though. So he made it through the waves. So he died to the boss. Maybe he blew Trap Shoot too early? Maybe the only thing I think about. It seems like a deck that should win, though. Probably just maybe a little minor micro mistake or maybe some bad draws. It's about all I can think of. It was a tough seed, honestly. It was. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.